question on your mind, then Brian's gonna find the answer with you. He'll answer it for you, and you. Just ask anything that's in your head. Tell him everything he'd like to know. If it's good, then you better ask Brian, Brian the bunny rabbit.
Hey, howdy, hey, welcome to You'd Better Ask Brian, where I, Brian the bunny rabbit, will be answering your new questions. Are we ready for the first 3 questions? I bet you are, and they all come from the one and only Daniel Russell. You should be feeling lucky right now. Q1, if you were to make a VHS or DVD compilation of children's programs, what would you include, and what would you call it? Well, I'd put in programs like Playdays, Playbox, Fetch the Vet, Angel Mouse, Timbuktu, and many others that I can't name right now. As for what I would call it, because I know that Abbey Home Media released a Retro Kids TV box set, and I've seen episodes of ITV's latest game show called Britain's Brightest Family, I thought I'd put these names together, and what do you get? Britain's Retro Kids TV Favorites. And that'll be coming as a playlist very soon. Q2, what would you consider the best DVD menu ever? Well, Cult Kids Classics 2 has a cool DVD menu, so I think some of the menus from old children's compilation DVDs are the best. And Q3, what do you think is the worst VHS intro you've ever seen? Well, would you or me classify any of the intros from the public domain cartoon compilations not well made? To me, I find them pretty cheesy. I've also seen some logos with stolen content, including stolen music, stolen logos, and plain rip-offs. I think you should check them out too. Next we have 5 questions from Zachzilla. Q1, have you ever seen the Baghdasarian Productions logo with Alvin and the Chipmunks holding it? Yes, I have. Q2, I saw all the episodes of Arthur. Which episode did you see? I can remember seeing a few episodes on CBBC back then, but I can't remember what they were. At least I can remember one episode I've seen, which is The Last of Mary Moo Cow. Q3, have you ever heard the song, We're the Chipmunks, in the 1983 intro of Alvin and the Chipmunks? Yes, I have. And here's a fun fact, Andy Peters was singing along to it at one point for a competition, I think, on children's BBC back in 1991. They also did it again on Hacker's Birthday Bash, which celebrated 30 years of CBBC presentation. Q4, did Arthur punch DW in the arm in the episode, Arthur's Big Hit? Yes, he did. I believe that also became an internet meme in its own right. And Q5, did your voice sound like PC Guy from Go Animate the Movie? I think so. If Harry Humble's watching, I'm sorry if I mentioned anything about Go Animate. I know you don't like it. Zachzilla also asks, have you ever seen the Milky Bar sponsorship on CITV with the swings and the slides? Yes, I have seen that sponsorship before. It used to sponsor all the preschool programs CITV had, like Boohbah for example. Next we have 5 more questions from the one and only truly original, Aaron Man from Head to Toes. Q1, what do you think of my 2 episodes of Aaron's Vlog Adventures Extreme, and who is your favorite character? I think they're both pretty good, and I like all the characters. You, Louis Steagle, Agent Thurso, you know the rest. Q2, would you ever make videos that are hosted by Hugh and Dusty? Well, Hugh's currently thinking about doing something for Superstar Comedy called Hugh's Top 10. I don't know when that would come out, but we'll soon see. And I don't know if Dusty would have her own program yet. Q3, what's your favorite level from New Super Mario Bros. DS and Wii? I don't have a favorite level. I like all of them the same, even though some of them do turn out to be hard. Q4, what is your opinion on Daisy and Dolly, Masha and the Bear, and Molang? I don't have opinions on Masha and the Bear or Molang, because I'm not really into them at all. But I have seen a clip of Daisy and Dolly before, and I thought it was pretty interesting. And it was made by Cosgrove Hall Fitzpatrick, the new generation for Cosgrove Hall. And Q5, did you know that the trailer for Thomas and the Magic Railroad was narrated by Neil Morrissey? No, I didn't, but thanks for asking me. Karam Samro asks, Rugrats, or Hey Arnold? Rugrats for me. And that's all I have to say, but it's not the end of the show yet. Emily Mason asks, when did me and Brianna first meet? Good question. It all started back when I was dancing at a disco party in the town, until I spied on one of the girl bunnies with such groovy moves. I had a crush on that girl bunny and fell in love with her, so I asked her if she would join me and the others since she looked very nice. She giggled a bit and said, of course, and then kissed me on the cheek, and the rest is history. I hope I did an alright job telling you that story. Next we have 2 questions from Jack Howell. Q1. Do you like the Crystal Maze, Takeshi's Castle, and Fort Boyard? If so, who are your favorite hosts? Yes, I do like a bit of the Crystal Maze, and I suppose the rest are alright. Richard O'Brien should be my favorite host, and I reckon a lot of you didn't know that he also appeared as the Ink Thief on the CITV program with the same name. And Q2, do you watch any UK TV channels from 2004 to 2009? If so, what's your favorite channel? I think I may have seen UK TV Gold myself. Speaking of which, I think I may have an idea. What if this UK TV channel existed? If it was around today, it would be a bit like Classic Kids channel, wouldn't it? Next we have 5 more questions from Duncan Fan 2003. Q1, what's your favorite Boogie Beebies song? I think some of my favorites are Dig It, Spacewalking, Building, Tick-Tock Clock, Football Shimmy, and Carousel. Fun fact, before Nat was on Boogie Beebies, she was also a member of the teen pop group Beyond, who attempted to win the 1997 Best British Song Contest with their single, Lighten Up. Q2, who's your favorite character from Thomas and Friends? Too many to think of, because there are so many characters in the franchise. But the first 6 engines are my regular favorites. Q3, do you still watch Teletubbies? Sometimes. Q4, are there any children's programs that you don't like tuning into? I wouldn't say that I don't like tuning into these, but I'm not really interested on some of the recent programs they have nowadays, like Paw Patrol, Rusty Rivets, Bing, and a few others. And Q5, what inspired you to become a YouTuber? I've always loved YouTube since it started, and I do like it when lots of interesting stuff like TV programs and gaming and updates come up. So why not do the same with me? And that's that. The next 3 questions are from Sophie Hansel, who comes all the way from the USA. Q1, do you prefer Yellow Submarine, or Boohbah? I really don't know about that, Sophie. Perhaps I would prefer both. Q2, have you ever watched any episodes of Blips? Yes, I have. I remember one episode where Mr. Perfect shows how to be a perfect potter. Hashtag, give Blips love. And Q3, have you ever watched Beat Bugs? No, I haven't, unfortunately. But it is interesting to hear that it involves Beatles songs. Liam Fitzgerald asks, what are your favorite Nickelodeon programs? SpongeBob, Rugrats, Fairly Odd Parents, Mr. Bean, the animated series, and I suppose there are a few others too. The next 5 questions come from my professional scriptwriter, Simpsons Clips 24. Q1, what are your memories of watching Lavender Castle on CITV? Well, I thought it was pretty cool back then. And because I've thought about that, I actually once tuned into the episode, The Galactanet, while wearing 3D glasses. I'm not sure if that was a good idea, but I did do it. Q2, are you excited for the new SMTV Live in August this year? Oh yes, I'll be tuning into that. Q3, do you like the Powerpuff Girls? I thought that was a good Cartoon Network series. Q4, have you ever seen Cosgrove Hall's The BFG? If so, what's your favorite musical number from the film? Definitely the Whiz Popping song, because that was a classic. Speaking of which, I own the 1997 VCI and Thames Video VHS release of the film, and I also used to own a promotional DVD of it as well. And Q5, speaking of Cosgrove Hall, I heard you had a job there at one time. What was it like working there? To me, it was great fun. And I always like looking behind the scenes of programs we know and remember from our childhoods. And finally, before I go, there's one more question to read that was classified as spam, and it comes from Raymond Rivera, who also comes from the USA. He asks, do you like my channel? All I would say about that is, you've got some okay stuff on your channels. You heard that alarm, folks. That's all we've got time for in this episode of You'd Better Ask Brian, so I'll be hopping off, and I'll hopefully see you guys again next week for more questions. Cheerio.
Brian the Bunny Rabbit.